without.
Well, no, I don't think America is a racist country.
A 58-year-old man has been charged with murder after police found his wife's body in a freezer. Curtis Allen Holliday was arrested on May 5th after being charged with violation of bond on a protective order and continuous violence against a family member. According to court documents, Holliday assaulted his wife on November 28th and December 25th of last year and was charged with assault. Deputies with the Harris County Sheriff's Office stated that Holliday's wife, 29-year-old Shai Tai Lin Lee, had been missing since April 3rd, when her family members stated that they couldn't reach her for several days. Deputies conducted a search at Holliday's business in the 5800 block of West Sam Houston Parkway North, where they found Lee's body in a commercial freezer on the property. Lee's death was ruled a homicide and Holliday was charged with murder. He is being held without a bond.
Hey guys, look, I just wanted to tap in really quick. I just got this feeling, man, that this summer is, it's about to be a white boy summer.
I'm just, for the life of me, when it was the whole thing of stop the Asian hate and, black people are doing this, black people are doing that, everybody wants to be a spokesperson for the Asian community, right? I specifically want to know, where is this guy at when it comes to this alabaster man?
Oh, why is that? Why is that?
I can record you.
Anything. I'm on my property.
I know. I can record you.
Your property and cut my tree.
I can record you.
Well, take care of your property. You cannot. You cannot record me without telling me. Welcome to Oregon. Maybe you should go back to Philippines where you belong.
Oh, racist. Oh, racist.
This is going online.
Oh, we got the N-word.
I don't care.
We got the Filipino.
Every day we hear it. Every day. Every day.
It has nothing to do with you.
I think you guys just want to say the N-word.
Lights of white supremacist aggression against Asians. Vincent Chin, killed in 1982 by two white men. His killers got no jail time. Nguyen Phan Nguyen, beaten to death in 1992 by a gang of white men who shouted white power. Michael Cho, shot to death in 2007 by police in La Habra, California, who of course were not punished. Thang Nguyen, shot to death in 2016. Neither of the two men involved in his death were charged. 2017, Ying Ying Zhang, a college student, was abducted by Brent Kristen. He raped her, beat her, cut off her head, and mutilated her body. Damn. Oh, is that a little bit too far in the distant past for you? Not recent enough? Okay, here's a few more closer to the present. 2019, Arthur Matanovich killed 3 Asian men in New York by beating them to death with a hammer. He said he did it to protect Asian women from abusive Asian men. And you'll find that delusion about white men trying to be heroes, thinking that they're being heroes for Asian women, that's a common theme that you'll find with these white supremacists who kill Asians. March 10th, 2020, John Wiseman called the police and told them that his Asian wife was on the floor unresponsive. He left out the part about how he'd shot her 3 times. At least one of those shots was in her back as she lay on the floor dying. Multiple witnesses reported that the couple had a volatile relationship characterized by disputes over money and infidelity. One witness told authorities that Wiseman wanted a divorce, but was unwilling to divide their money and property equally because he, quote, earned his. May 2020, a Seattle-based amateur MMA fighter named David Altamar accosted an Asian couple walking in their neighborhood. Altamar is also a suspect in several other hate crimes against Asians. He'd broken into an apartment complex to, quote, locate and attack North Koreans. He also broke into a building owned by Google and was talking about killing North Koreans. In another incident, Altamar went to the University of Washington armed with a baseball bat and looking for North Koreans. For the record, the Asian couple that he threatened were Chinese, not Koreans. July 2020, Susie Zhao, a professional poker player, was raped and burned to death while she was still alive. Her killer, Jeffrey Morris, has prior convictions for third-degree criminal sexual assault and misdemeanor domestic violence. He's currently pending trial. November 8th, 2020, Kanaquan Smith was shot to death by her husband, Scott Smith. He had filed for divorce a couple of weeks before he killed her. He claimed that she tried to attack him with a butcher knife, so he had no choice but to kill her. Well, that's one way to get out of paying alimony, but he didn't have anything to worry about because white privilege is the order of the day. Prosecutors dropped all charges against Scott Smith, saying that there just wasn't enough evidence to charge him with anything.
Wow.
December 23rd, 2020. Just 9 months after Minneapolis police murdered George Floyd, police in California kneeled on Angelo Quinto's neck until he was unconscious. He died in the hospital 3 days later. Keep in mind, this was only 9 months after the murder of George Floyd, which was still fresh in the national consciousness, by the way. Due to the similarity between the manner of he killed Akai Gurbin, the killing of Angelo Quinto. If you hadn't even heard, he assaulted an Asian woman in a San Jose train station tunnel. Prosecutors are handling this as a hate crime, but we already know that they're going to quietly drop the hate crime enhancements as soon as the cameras go away because white privilege. Just 2 days ago, Tuesday, March 16th, Robert Aaron Long decided to go on a cross-state kill spree in Georgia. He killed 4 people in Cherokee County, and then he went into Atlanta and killed 4 more. 6 of his 8 victims were Asians. In fact, it was Asian massage parlors, quote-unquote, that he went to perform his executions. He claimed that the reason that he did it was he was a sex fiend and, well, he couldn't control his urges. A captain in the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office said that Aaron Long was having, quote, a really bad day. Yep, when these white supremacists see one of their own pull off some killing, they immediately circle the wagons and get on code. By the way, we still don't know if the police decided to take this Long character to Burger King first. Well, since he didn't kill black people, I highly doubt it. And finally, yesterday, March 17th, Stephen Jenkins attacked not 1 but 2 elderly Asians in a brutal attack in San Francisco, which, for those of you who don't know, is where Dion Lim happens to live, and she also issues her anti-black propagandistic reports from San Francisco. The elderly woman who Jenkins attacked was a 75-year-old. She had a wood plank and she used it to clobber his behind, beating him bloody. Now, Dion Lim, who lives in San Francisco and is one of the reporters who's been spearheading the effort to create hysteria about black people attacking Asians, she didn't say even 1 word about this attack until just today. It happened in her town. She's supposed to be a reporter, or at least that's what she claims, and yet